Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a... On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. Kerr. And his first carry, he loses the football. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Hands up, ladies! Here we go. Double time. 4 down. Hands up!
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
You draw Corker. Regular. Take out 3.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This will be Dalton again. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs. Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace. And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The 20. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TD. Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over. Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Check 3, check 3. Hands up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm gonna hit you all day, baby.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run Anderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57's the mic. Let's go. 57.
Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At their 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get in going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Anderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1.
Keep playing.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Leave. That's what I do.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now Benjamin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
And a Raven first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Stop your whining. Tighten up. Weak.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll try and run forward Hill. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. This fielded at the 2. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Anderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike, hands up. Ladies. He's coming. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on second down. Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And Dalton to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Anderson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike 40. Watch the run. They're running it. Swing.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Check. Lady. 40 to Mike. Watch the pass.
And now a carry here for their fullback. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Come on, set. 60 on. 57 to mine. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Bengals' 14-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our time. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Go. I got him. I got him. That's me.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.